Alex Garcia!
No. No. Oh. Yeah. Right there. That open. Yeah. Yeah, nice. Yeah, it's nerves in the end. The tempo does. Yeah, up a little higher. Do. You know what I mean? That's it. Wait. 1, 2. 1, 2.
It would have been you would have shut it out. Good for you did.
I ain't never get around grandfather bringing all the smoke on, baby. What they think you go, how they do that thing, cooking it, that's what it means. And we gonna be cooking, Wally.
Inside the build-up to Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez, both fighters display intense focus and discipline through demanding training sessions. Confidence runs high as preparation sharpens their skills and mindset. The behind-the-scenes moments highlight determination, strategy, and competitive fire, giving a strong preview of a high-stakes clash fueled by pride, ambition, and the desire to prove superiority in the ring.
Every day, but it's serious when he's sparring. He gets down to nitty-gritty, does his thing, just embarrasses a lot of the sparring partners. And again, I tell him, have fun in there. Like, just make boxing great again, make boxing fun again. It is a little one.
Man, I've been working my ass off so much.
His opponent is undefeated. He's a frigidity boxer. He jumps in, jumps out. But there's one thing we see that he don't do, and
Teofimo Lopez pushes himself through intense work as he trains with legendary coach Freddie Roach. Every punch is sharp and purposeful, showing speed, power, and focus. Roach's guidance keeps the pace demanding, forcing Lopez to stay disciplined and precise. The session reflects serious preparation, highlighting Teofimo's hunger to improve and his commitment to refining his skills ahead of a major challenge in the ring.
Oh, there you go. That's it. Fifth. Right there. Way up. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, right here. Yeah. I can get to me. Hit me. Yeah. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, hook there. Double hook. Get back.
Share a lot of the same values. So right now we're doing some signatures. We're gonna do some giveaways, really putting the fans first. So when he wins, the fans are gonna win. Even a free beer giveaway after he knocks out his opponent this fight.
Just doing things like this is what really matters, you know? At the end of it, when I'm in there in the gym, I'm having a great time. That's what I love to do. But over here, you know, it's just all about giving back. Just stay tuned, man. You guys can win one of these.
Shakur Stevenson's camp shows strong focus and discipline. Training remains calm but intense with attention on movement, timing, and sharp execution. The environment reflects confidence and preparation rather than noise. Every session appears purposeful, showing a fighter who trusts his skills and is fully committed to being ready for the challenge ahead.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Shakur Stevenson speaks openly about the challenge of facing Teofimo Lopez, acknowledging that many believe it will be a tough fight. He understands why people feel that way because he has known Teofimo since their amateur days and respects his ability. Shakur explains that this matchup was a deliberate choice taken to push himself and elevate his skills to a higher level. He thrives on challenges that force growth rather than comfort. Stevenson also makes it clear that his mindset in every fight is dominance regardless of the opponent or location. He wants to perform so clearly and convincingly that there is no room for doubt or controversy. That mentality fuels his preparation and sharpens his focus. Looking ahead, Shakur believes a victory in this fight would significantly elevate his career, placing him among the elite fighters in the sport and strengthening his case as one of the best pound-for-pound competitors today.
They absolutely right to have their opinion. I already know this guy's good. I done came up in the amateurs with him. I chose this for that reason. Like, I chose this because I wanted to challenge myself. I wanted to put myself in a situation to where I'm able to raise my game up to another level. So that was my whole purpose.
Do you feel like you got to be real dominant in this fight? Because I mean, Teo, he from New York, and you know, you having a fight in New York, and the judges, man, you never know, yo.
He not from New York, but he not from New York. He not from New York. He probably was born in New York, but like being from New York is like I'm raised and I'm brought up in New York, and I knew him for years and years, and I always seen him out of Florida. Like that's where he was out of, Florida. So I don't look at him like a fighter that's from New York. So, but do I gotta be dominant? I think every fight that I set up, I want to be dominant. I don't care who in front of me. I want to dominate. I want to beat you to where judges don't feel like they can rob me. So I always got that feeling. I always got that chip on my shoulder.
If you do win this fight, what do you think it does for your career?
I think it put me top 5 pound for pound. I think it puts me like one of the best fighters in my era. I think it just established that I'm that guy. Like, I'll be one of the 4 kings that they call the 4 kings, and it also depends on the fashion that I do it. So, it's gonna be interesting.
But what be going on with this Teo dude though, man? I be seeing these videos online of him making racist comments. You be seeing that, man?
I think Roy Jones Jr. provides a thoughtful perspective on the difference between old school and new school fighters, focusing on how respect was handled in his era. He explains that in the old days, certain words or actions that crossed the line into disrespect would never have been tolerated face-to-face because real consequences would immediately follow. According to Jones, once respect is broken, confrontation becomes inevitable, and ignoring it sends the wrong message, making a fighter appear weak. Old school fighters would respond quickly, testing intentions and establishing boundaries to defend their pride and reputation. For Jones, this is about more than just fighting. It is about manhood, honor, and ensuring no one questions your stance. He observes that some modern fighters deliberately provoke others to gauge reactions, treating it like a challenge or test. In Roy's view, such behavior cannot be overlooked. Respect is non-negotiable in the sport, and responding firmly when it is challenged defines a fighter's character, discipline, and credibility, showing that boundaries and personal integrity are essential in boxing and in life.
I don't understand the press conference. Shakur Stevenson looked confused about the press conference. Teofimo Lopez is known for saying outlandish things, but I've noticed over the last couple years, he's making less and less sense when he speaks. Like, the types of things that he's saying at the press conference are just unnecessary. The things that he's saying and the way he's saying it, I don't know if it's nervous energy. I don't know if he's just trying to get a rise out of these cameras and people online so they can talk about him. I really don't know what it is, but I don't understand why guys do things like that. What does that have to do with the fight? What does that have to do with boxing? The only thing you might accomplish out of that is making Shakur Stevenson mad, and he try to make you pay for that come fight night on January 31st. I don't get that kind of stuff. See, we'll look at stuff like that and we'll laugh at it in the sport of boxing, and we won't say that that's affecting boxing or hurting boxing. We'll just say that's just the way fighters are. But we'll get mad at a Jake Paul and we'll say that he's ruining boxing because you don't like Jake Paul or the things that he says or the fact that he's making money in a space that he didn't grow up in. To me, these are the kind of things. Press conferences like that, when you got Teofimo Lopez saying some of the things that he said, that's the kind of stuff that give boxing and fighters a black eye. That's why when we walk in a room, and people know that you fought for a living or you currently fight for a living, they expect a certain type of thing. They look at you a certain type of way, and you almost gotta prove that you're not that to be able to get some respect when you're speaking to people, because they don't expect us to be people who are sensible, people that can articulate their words, people that can be sensible about how they go about their everyday life. So I personally, listen, everybody goes about this fight thing, this competition thing different. I'm not saying nobody has to be like me, got to be like you or anybody else. Be yourself, but that kind of stuff, to me, I don't really see a place for it in the sport of boxing. It don't make sense. It got everybody scratching their head, and your opponent who came there to talk to you about this fight, he wants to hear what you got to say about what you gonna do to him and vice versa. But you got an opponent in Shakur Stevenson who's confused now. He literally was looking around like the look that Shakur Stevenson had on his face was, I did not come here for this. And I think he even said, I really don't know what to say about it. That don't make for a good press conference to me.
Yeah, I know. But see, this is what I try to tell you about. I know y'all don't hear me a lot of time when I say it. There's old school and there's new school. Old school has something like that been said, they would not have allowed us to be able to come face to face. Because you don't say it to me and think I ain't finna try to tear your head off as soon as I get close to you.
Well, you're not gonna wait till a fight night. You're gonna get it in that day.
Because some things are too. Because sometimes you go a little bit beyond respect. That's disrespectful. If you disrespect me on any level, we fighting then. Now I'm gonna try to hold it together but if you disrespect me, which is what he just did, I'm not gonna ask him about what he's talking about. When I get close enough, I'm finna show him what I ain't talking about. You understand where I'm coming from? So there's a difference. That's why I say you gotta know the difference from the old school and the new school. Had he said that in my day, they could not. I would tell him, listen, whatever y'all do.